Views and opinions expressed on the following program are those of the hosts and guests, and not necessarily those of the staff or management of alltalkradio.net.
We think it's the banning of
We are anonymous. And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. My boy Maxwell Silverhammer and my bottom bitch Jerkman will set you straight with some good old true shit and none of that shit that irks me. Hey Maxie baby, I still got them videos. You fill my cereal port perfectly. Bitch.
Ah, yes! Finally kicked those fuckers off the air.
It's about goddamn time. I got sick of those fucks.
Yeah, that G.J. Jerkman and Maxwell Silverhammer with all their goddamn anti-corporate talk.
Just be happy. We're gonna go celebrate right now. I think we should go do some golf and butt fuck one another.
Oh, that's the greatest. I'm ready. Hold on. Go get in the car here.
Get the hell in the other side. Another side. There you go.
There we go.
All right.
This is a great day.
I'm gonna start it up now. You ready?
These bastards.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Bora Bora, here we go.
It's the STIM Radio Show.
Maxwell Silverhammer, G.J. Jerkman, Cruise Control, and G Motor. Did you smell fire? I think somebody lit a cigarette. It's the hottest radio show on the internet. So keep it locked here from 7 to 9 for the STIM Radio family ahead of their time. And that was lesson 1, man. This is lesson 2. No format because they keep it fresh and new. And this is what I call HQ. Hey, women, musical genius, man. They can't paint it like a face is. But if the content is making you sick, taste some Dayquil. And if you think that the jocks sound quirky, allow me to introduce you to the shit that hurts.
Spread them cheeks!
Oh, it's sure and Ben Gay, the 40-year-old motherfucker now reeks.
Shit that fucking irks me.
Old man edition.
A fucking cancertrician.
Wait, I'm talking about you, bitch. I'm Cruise Control.
I'm Maxwell Silverhammer.
I'm the Kraken.
There we go. Hey,
there we go.
There's the Kraken.
I'm the Kraken here.
I am the Kraken.
The little nervy jitters he had last time should all be gone. Now he's no longer a rookie.
Right, man. You're
no longer a radio rookie.
No,
you're a veteran.
Of course, this isn't actually radio. This is more like STIM radio.
Yeah, it's not real radio, right? So
no, it's not real radio. No, it's like you're not a real 40-year-old. You're 40, dude.
I know. I'm 40 years old, man.
I was thinking about Friday being the birthday show, but tonight should be the birthday show. So we're gonna have to rip on you all. Well, actually, we can't. We already ripped on you before, and you're not really that interesting enough to have 2 shows worth of stuff to rip on.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, so I think we just have to stop there and just. So how's it feel to be 40?
Man, you know, it doesn't feel any different. You know, it's just kind of basic. I did go over to Sluggo's last night, and dude, he had sangria.
Oh, yeah.
He had a gallon of sangria. So I drank.
Yeah, drink half of that, right?
Yeah, I drank a couple glasses of that, and then I started drinking these. You ever heard of these beers called Natty Daddies?
I've heard of those.
Heard of those? Yeah, they're called Natty Daddies.
Oh yeah, my friend loves to go pick those up. They're dirt cheap.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, they are.
Oh, no surprise you drink them.
Natty Daddies?
Yeah.
Wait. So wait. You started off with sangria.
Then Natty Daddies.
And then you went on to be. I bet you felt 40 this morning, dude.
I did. I was like, fuck this. I'm just gonna lay.
Felt way over 40, dude.
Yes, I did. I felt old.
I was doing shit you're doing shit a 20-year-old would go, what, I'm gonna drink sangria and fucking nasty tea. Fuck that shit, I ain't doing that. Kraken's like, I'm not stupid. I know how to drink.
Mr. Shower Man?
I
fucked my phone up, man.
Wait. You don't have to go that deep, dude. You cut low too early, man. Now wait a second, dude. Come on now.
Well, you know what? If I didn't, he would have. That's the thing.
Yeah.
But
still think about it, dude. You're 40. I'm 40. What am I going to do as a distinguished 40-year-old man? I'm gonna drink some Carlos. I know Carlos was it in the big round jug.
Yeah, it was like the jugs you usually get, dude.
Carlos Rossi sangria. And some. Hold on a second. I gotta look at this. It's called Natty Daddy?
Natty Daddies, yeah. I've never heard of him either till I was over at his place last night, and he had like a 12-pack of them or something. So
8%.
Okay, so let's see. I had, what, 3 of those? So I think it was about 3 or 4 of those. So that's like 2 24-ounce cans, I guess, huh?
Yes, see, as a man of my years, a distinguished age, on my 40th birthday, I partook in some Carlos Rossi sangria, and then some Natty Daddy 8% malt liquor. Yeah, 'cause that's what I do on my 40th birthday. I'm single. Man,
Isn't that some shit?
You got pizza?
Did I order pizza? No, I didn't order any pizza.
Did you get order any food? Man, do you have any you got any pizza rolls at the same time? You better get the food. It's my birthday, motherfucker.
You know, I gotta tell you, you know what I did for dinner last night? I made myself, I had hash browns and scrambled eggs and bacon. I had a Brinner.
You had a breakfast dinner that you went out. So you did a 40-year-old sophisticated thing. I'm blown in my life. I cooked some dinner, had some scrambled eggs, a nice little breakfast at dinner. Did I win? Yeah, you know what I did? I took half a glass of sangria and a natty and I mixed it together. And then I put a piece of chocolate in there, some M&M's, some ice cream. Damn, that was some good ass shit.
I had a Sangrati, I'll tell you.
Sangrati.
Sangrati.
Although, you know, I gotta tell you one stupid thing somebody did for my birthday. So, okay.
I get you to drink sangria then. First of all, beer before liquor. And even though wine is not really liquor, still, wine and beer.
No. Beer before liquor, never sicker.
Yeah, yeah. Liquor before
beer, never fear.
Yeah, beer before liquor make you sicker. Or whatever.
Before beer, you can wake up with a sore rear. Is what that's probably.
Well,
literally, if you don't take it that evening, you're gonna take it the next morning. I bet your fucking beer shit was fantastic.
I was taking some pretty explosive shits, dude. I will say that.
Okay, so what is someone's
okay, so this has to do with the you know, on Facebook, you know, and everybody gives you the happy birthdays and all that type of stuff. Well, there's one particular guy who Jerkman and I know. It's Ronnie, baby. And okay, you know, he's always bragging to me about that he has a blind son. You know, I guess that's like his way of fitting in or trying to, you know, sort of appeal to me or something, you know. Which, okay, fine. Yeah, you got a blind son. Okay, great. You're Jesus. Well, then yesterday, he posts 4, not 1, but 4 visual memes on my wall that say whatever the fuck they say. Okay, dude, for a guy who has a blind son, but then you're posting these stupid and like I said, he posted like 4 of them. Jesus, I was like 4 things. Ron, you posted this on my wall. I'm like, then Ron posted it.
And those are the times when you actually wouldn't mind seeing those. You know, it's not like a benefit like when you have to deal with Jerkman's wall and all his fucking melodramatic memes he throws up there you can't read.
Right, exactly. Yeah, these could say anything. Happy birthday, you fucking cocksucking homo or something or whatever, you know, whatever the fuck he was saying.
More than likely, if it's on your board, that's exactly what it says.
Hey, wait. Were you able to read it?
No.
Oh, well, you know what? As a birthday gift to you.
You're going to go read those to me?
Is it on Maxwell or is it on...
It's on Maxwell. It's on Maxwell.
Okay, good.
No, it's those little stupid things that just say wow and laugh out loud, shit like that. Little pictures of dogs holding candies or something.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
And a big thumbs up with this.
And his first name is Ron, so I don't want to say his last name, but it's you'd probably have to dig there for a minute.
Cats wearing birthday hats going, yay!
Yeah, that kind of shit. Yeah.
All that vanilla whitewash bullshit that shows up on Facebook feeds.
You should write back and go, thank you. As having a blind son, I'm glad you understand our plight.
Well, no, you see, Cruise Control, he was trying to treat Brett like an equal. He was showing him sighted stuff as like a gesture of equality among them both.
You know what?
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's totally true. You know, I didn't think about that. You know what? I think I agree. You're an asshole, Maxwell.
Yeah, you're a dick.
That's right. You know, he was trying to do something nice for you, and you just spit in his face for it.
Oh yeah.
You know, like, it's just like the times, like, when we're going across a crosswalk, and I leave you because I trust you to walk across a crosswalk without my guidance.
Is that how it works?
Yeah, when I see the car coming, I know you can hear it because I know you are just as equal as I am.
Ah, I see.
Wow, dude, I'm gonna cry, man.
And when you get hit by it, you'll feel it just the same as we do.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, I have no idea what they say, and like I said, he posted like 4 of them up there, and I'm just like, oh Jesus, another one.
There's so much crap on your fucking wall that I can't.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit up there.
There's a lot of. Let's see. There's a picture of the studio.
Oh, should be posts, man. You can see, like, you know, there's so many posts up there though, man. I don't know how the hell you're gonna find those.
That should be the new slogan of Facebook. There's a lot of shit up there, like just in big bold letters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Facebook. There's a lot of shit up there.
Yeah, Facebook. There's a lot of shit up there.
There is a lot of shit up there.
It's gonna get so bad the next year. It's gonna be so bad. Till the election, it's just gonna be disgusting.
Oh goodness! I mean, it's already started.
I don't want to think about it.
It's already started. I mean, it's gonna be worse than like when it, you know, worse than breakups or, you know, heartbreak, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that kind of shit. You know those sappy fucks that put that garbage up?
Yeah, the gay shit they're writing on their walls about, I'm a boy crying out for, you know, like, for his mother.
Stuff, yeah.
I'm crying for my mother's nipple in the middle of the night because I missed the nipple that I lost, and, oh wait.
Love is dead to me. Love is dead.
Kind of like Maxwell's penis is going to be Saturday night.
Oh, see? Jerkman's talking shit already.
You know about some of the things that that Jerkman's been posting. He posted a gravestone with the word love on it, on his, you know, it's like on his side. And
oh, wow.
That's deep. I would have understood that a lot back when I was 15.
It was at least 6 feet deep.
6 feet. That's pretty good.
Like that? Hey.
You were dead on that one.
Yeah. Stiff competition, let me tell you.
You've been so brave lately that I'm so kind of surprised. Okay.
Oh my goodness, we're beating this into the ground.
Because I'm taking all the skeletons out and letting them free.
Man.
I can't find it. There's too much bullshit.
Can't see it? Oh, yeah. Fuck. Okay, well, don't.
That shit that you're posting about, God damn it, the fly. There's a fly today, and my flying around me, and it flew, and I was back, and the fly.
No, I was talking with Cruise Control the other day about just how excited I am for the dislike button coming up, because they're actually putting in a dislike button into Facebook.
That's gonna be dope.
And I don't even use Facebook. I just, every time I go on to check my, like, see what people are up to, I just can't wait to look at all those bullshit statuses like Timmy has cancer. Like, if you want to save Timmy, and I'm gonna be like, dislike. Timmy can die. you have chosen Timmy's fate by putting that shit up here, and I'm gonna dislike that to the ground.
But you know what? Maybe a dislike means, hey, that sucks. You know what I'm saying? So they really can't get too upset with you.
They're trying to put it.
That's their excuse.
That's their thing. They're trying to put it as. But you know, there's gonna be some sensitive motherfuckers who are gonna be like,
fighting all the time.
You know?
You just like the fact
Shit,
that
they fight now and you just push like on the goddamn thing.
Oh, yeah,
exactly.
You liked my status, you son of a bitch? My status says that my dad's dying of cancer and you liked it?
No, and
yeah, that's all you can say.
You know? So.
And I'm going to drink in those delicious salty tears when that button comes out. I'm going to be like, oh, I empathize with you. Let me press this empathize button harder just to show you how much
Are they giving an
I
empathize
care.
button? I thought they were giving a couple different ones.
They're trying to explain it off as something stupid, like, because they're like, well, you know, our community base has been asking this for a while, but it's not necessarily a dislike button. It's a way for grave statuses for people to show that they care, that they're not happy about it, but that they feel for the person. And I'm like, you are so funny that you're just talking that way.
What they need to come out with is a fuck off button.
Oh, that would be great. I'd hit the fuck off button a lot.
Oh,
fuck
goodness.
Off. Like, fuck off with your goddamn bullshit lies about all these fucking things. You know,
That's all you would do.
One in three women are raped in their mouth every day. Wait, what? Yeah. Every day a woman is raped in her mouth while opening it to chew on some food.
But by the way, that feminist, the feminist battle thing that they were doing, your hair is green, it looks like it's been washed in the latrine, or whatever.
Oh, that's dude, that's this guy named Randomer Cam, Dr. Randomer Cam. He does all these videos about, because I'm big on, you know, I think feminism is a is toxic. So I'm like, I'm into all that kind of shit. Obviously,
right.
I don't believe in ism. I believe in anyway.
No, go on, woman hater.
This chick is put on this stuff about talking about how women are oppressed and how women are getting detention for the wrong things, and she has like green fucking hair. And it's like, he's like, your hair is green. Like, what do you want?
Oh, just like to point out the ridiculousness.
Well, yeah, or he tells her she's gonna be late for the bus, and she takes it like he's trying to hit on her and all this kind of shit.
Her hair is green. I wonder if she's matching the carpets with the drapes.
Ooh. That's ew.
Wow. I want to see her grins for Christmas.
Green pussy hair?
Fucking.
What are you talking about? You're dating a 53-year-old. She probably has green pussy hair.
Oh.
Wow.
Just so you know, Jerkman said it. If you're listening out there,
just
Jay.
kidding.
Well, I forgot she was listening. I'm just kidding.
No, I know she's listening. I can see the numbers coming in.
Uh-huh.
Just agitating this man here, making him nervous.
So there's one person there listening. Great.
Yeah. Well, no, Junior. We got. G Motors too.
I'm still thinking about that green pussy here. It looked like a derelict poor person's Easter egg basket.
What if the hairs is coarse like that too?
Coarse and there's a fucking
coarse hair.
Out of it.
Yeah, well, the grass in the Easter egg basket, so it's kind of thick,
Is this what you're wishing for, or?
Well, I mean, you're talking about the girl lady with the green hair.
Yeah, that's
the green
true.
pussy hair,
It's exotic.
Yes, it is. Exactly.
She doesn't want to stand out.
Yeah, we can't talk about it that way though, because it's discriminating against your uniqueness. All right, we're supposed to notice it respectfully without discussing it.
And her pussy lips are like hard-boiled eggs.
You've had someone with hard-boiled egg pussy lips?
Maybe with like the rubber consistency of it, like if it's been cooked too long and it sort of feels like some Laffy Taffy at that point.
Yeah, or it's been sitting out for a couple of hours, and
it's kind of runny.
Where they got pussy lips that they can jump out of a plane and glide in from,
like flying squirrel, except made out of silly putty.
Or fucking, or a warped end of a plunger. That's been,
ooh, wow.
When we don't really have anything, we just revert to really disgusting shit.
We have a lot of
great.
stuff. Actually, I want to talk about what is up with this. Okay.
Oh no, hold on.
What is up with this hair thing? Go ahead, you first.
Hold on, I have something really important. Have you guys seen this on the news lately? Everyone's been talking about it. It's pretty incredible. Science Weekly has been doing an issue on it. 7-Eleven has $5 pizzas now.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
man, I do.
It has been a huge socio-economic breakthrough.
Really?
And yeah, everyone's talking about it. It's a big issue. Maxwell, what are your words on this?
One person's talking about it so much that it seems like everyone's talking about it.
Hey, I'm just trying to lace everybody to let them know,
Hey, dude, you know what? It's big. You sound like you actually sound like one of those fucking commercials. Because they have those commercials that overblow shit. Coming today. Change the way you snack.
Coming to a 7-Eleven near you.
Burrito. Crunch taco from whatever the fuck it is,
Crispy crust.
Purple burrito from fucking Taco Bell, and it's like, Max was like...
That sounds melted hot cheese.
He's the one who buys into that. It's like, dude, it's gonna change things forever, man. No
what you
longer
do?
do I have to wait my way through a bunch of condiments and have someone else. I can just order it, take it out. I can eat it myself.
The shit is
I can
good,
just walk down the street and eat it while I'm walking back.
Hell yeah! Just look how fast you can get a pizza. Just go
I
somewhere.
don't have to get the father time dog. I don't have anybody have to make it for me or put this on. This is my independence here we're talking about. This is a step for blind people.
It's hilarious because Maxwell actually is one of those people. In the commercials where it says not an actor, he's one of those not actors. He is literally the definition of those. He's so excited about new food that he should be in those commercials because they wouldn't even have to pay him to pretend.
No. He couldn't do that though. Because as he's doing the commercial, he'd be telling him how excited about how it went in, and then he'd be telling him about how the fuck it came out.
And it comes out of your ass really hot, It like sprays the bowl.
I really want to eat pepperoni pizza. It burns my butt, but this just falls out nice. It's like I'm a rabbit and they're pellets.
It's like those little Lego things when you shove the Play-Doh through their ass.
You need to turn the crank. Well, my crank's been turning from this pizza. There's some fiber in this dough. I'm telling you. This is multi-grain pizza dough.
Yeah, it's kind of like my healthy meal of choice in the evening. Just to try and watch my figure.
Hey, it is. I mean,
the two tastes I actually chewed were fucking delicious out of the 12 pieces I had. Seriously.
So you seriously are you nervous about this though? I mean, you're getting older now, right? And I know you say you don't feel any different.
Right.
But you know, the older you get, you know, your mind starts to fuck with you when it comes to having sex and things. So as you're getting older, you keep thinking, well, I'm getting older, you know, and is my dick going to work like it should, and things like that. And you know, there's a tendency that it doesn't work like it used to. You're now hitting 40. You hit 40.
It's kind of funny because I'm not really thinking about that.
You should. You should really think about this.
You should really get a complex.
Super hard.
Especially before
Or, well, about how it won't be.
Yeah.
What if it doesn't work? What if the next person, the next time you're looking for that intimate moment, and you're sitting there laying, and she's caressing you, and you're caressing her, and you start to feel that tingling.
You'll just borrow some of your Viagra.
No, this sounds like it's transitioning into one of those commercials. And for those moments, there's Coxalis. All right? When you're nervous and you want to have that moment with that special someone, there's Coxalis. Coxalis.
Coxalis.
Yes.
No, he had that at Red Lobster one time.
Except it wouldn't be this blunt. It'd be, you know, about his golf swing or something. Like, is your stroke not as sperm as it used to be?
Yeah, see?
Is your stroke not as strong as your poke?
Jerkman's very concerned about my penis, and I'm wondering why.
I'm worried for you because I know you're in a new relationship, and those new relationships make you nervous, and I know how that runs. And now, you know, for the first time, maybe you guys will get together one of these nights, and you'll be over there, and like I said, you guys will be getting into that intimate moment, and then start to realize that your dick doesn't work like it once did at the age of 30. And then you're telling yourself, no, that's okay. I'll just play with her feet. I'll rub a titty here.
This is what a true friend does.
Yeah, I know. Especially a true friend that just broke up with a girl.
Yeah, damn right.
Yeah, it's not gonna work, motherfucker. I'm pissed off.
Please have something go wrong so I can feel better about myself.
That's just what it is. So you guys ripped on me the other night for posting sad shit on my Facebook. I'm a child,
work, motherfucker.
longing for my mother's nipple in the middle of the night.
Never mentioned
crying.
a nipple.
Well, you said something about the child crying and crying
No,
for
you
his
didn't
mother.
even read it right. God, I didn't say crying to my mother. That's your fantasies.
Jerkman, he can't read. How insensitive.
I know. Hey, I can't help the fucking blind.
Man, you forgot about that?
And he's got retarded fucking screen reader.
Hello, my name is Maxwell.
I just didn't.
Mother's nipple.
I wonder how his birthday. That's why I didn't want to put anything too great about his birthday. You are a great friend. I am so glad to have known you for so long.
Maybe that's it. Maybe.
Like, how do you can't say anything to you really meaningful for that. You're just like, hello, I am telling you today that I am breaking up with you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I really love you.
You can write stuff. You can write stuff.
It's not the monotone male voice, though. It's that really sort of awkward female monotone that you get. You know, hello, you are my true love. I give you many kisses. Wait
a minute here. I just thought about this. Now you've got.
No, it wouldn't be that. It wouldn't be that. It'd be hello. Don't worry about last night. We can get it on some other time when we have the medication to do so.
Okay, you go to these sites. I mean, before, we're not going to say now, because you've obviously got a girlfriend now. But before, when you used to go to your little porn sites and stuff like that, it was all read to you, right? And that's how you would get your little rocks off.
Oh yeah, the stories.
Did you ever go into like Notebook in there and type your own little fucking stories just to hear it read back to you so you could jack off?
You know, I'll tell you.
Oh, here we go.
There was a time I did write a story.
Oh, here we go.
You know, and well, the one that I wrote for Hazmat to read, remember?
And as it read it back to you, you got horny, didn't you?
Yeah, a little bit. That's a little lump below my belt, you know what I'm saying?
He's like, I don't even have to have a girl. Sorry, Blue Jay, we're gonna have to part ways. I already got myself. I can write love letters to myself.
I could just imagine like the level of mastery that he has with that type of literature. And as I licked her vag, my nut busted all over her calf.
Yeah.
Well, some of those stories, like, you know, they're written pretty well, man. You know.
Oh, I've got a story. Okay, we're gonna change this up a little bit, dude.
Okay.
We're gonna have this is a very hearted story.
Okay.
All right.
This guy and this girl were having sex, right? And the girl admitted to him that she thought of somebody else when they had sex.
Oh, that's like every fucking woman.
And so he reached up in her vagina and ripped out her bowels.
Oh, nice.
Wait. Let me guess. Florida.
I don't know, somewhere where this dude got pissed off because his girl.
Really?
No,
true story.
It is a true story. A man in Florida. No, here's what happened. A man in Florida all right, was getting it on with his girlfriend, and just like Cruise Control said, she admitted she was thinking about this other dude. So he reached up within her and just totally tore her a new one, literally.
Wow.
No, this isn't the kicker. After though, he checked on her and asked her if she was okay. Apparently he was like checking her pulse.
The blood gushing out of her wasn't an indication at all.
You know, I don't know how people from Florida think, because apparently it always ends up in that strange direction. So.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yep.
he literally like reached up. So ladies, a bit of advice. Or anybody a bit of advice. Guy, girl, you know, if you're with somebody and you're having sex and you're in a vulnerable position, don't tell them.
Don't be doing that shit while you're in the sexual position.
Sorry, honey, I was thinking about Maxwell. We were,
you know
Actually,
what?
you know, I've heard stories of like chicks biting guys' dicks. You know, when they tell them stuff like, "Oh, you know, I think I'm gonna go back to my wife, honey."
Except the difference between those stories is those are laughed at in the media and told that they're cool.
Well, that's kind of funny though.
It is kind of funny though, like.
Well, it comes down to the fact that, you know, you guys, we talk about this all the time, that there's, you know, it's not ever equal when it comes to the news. You know, here we hear about a woman, you know, that was obviously mutilated.
That's fucking terrible. And the guy looks like a total.
So this happens, but you know what? They never talk about it when it happens with the man. You know, I mean, how many times? At least the one I read in the paper when you said about the Maxwell, the person, I actually did read about that, and I don't know if Maxwell knows this, but the time he went to Red Lobster with Gary, after that, Gary had dreams about him, and some guy tore his penis off.
Oh wow! Damn, was it you?
It was not me. it was your ex Sasquatch. Shell.
Oh, jeez. On that note, we'll be right back, fuckers.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
If you're a fan of hip-hop and R&B, join me, the Bruh Ren, for a full non-stop hour of back-to-back slappers. That's back-to-back slappers. Where the playlist spans from genres like R&B, soul. Hip-hop bangers like.
Sitting on 25 mil, I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. I'ma do it for the pay, okay? Getting paid, we'll holler whenever that stop. My team good, we don't really need a mascot.
Classic throwbacks like.
Well, I'm peeping and I'm creeping and I'm creeping. But I damn near got caught, cause my beeper kept beeping. Now it's time for me to make my impression felt. So sit back, relax, and strap on your seatbelt. You've never been on a ride like this before.
Every Friday night at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And Saturday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Only on the Tough Love Show on JNJ.FM.
Hey, most people don't plan to fail, but a lot of people fail to plan. And it really don't have to be like that. What you know about an IRA or a tax-deferred 401k? What you gotta pay to the government? Ever heard of a tax-exempt retirement? That's info most folks don't know. What you gonna do if you live too long? What you gonna do if you die too soon? Can your spouse afford the house? Will your family go bankrupt if you get sick? You got a plan in place to cover medical debt? I'm not talking about Advil, I'm speaking on long-term ill. You ever seen a bill from that home where Big Mama went to live? It's like $73,000 a year. How you gonna pay for that? 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 You work hard every day, but you really don't like it. You're looking at a retirement crisis. Got a good education, got a good job, got the age and the time, but still got robbed in 2008 when the market crashed. Wanna tell your boss to kiss your bus pass, but you can't cause you upside down and your savings on life support right now. Said you can't cause you upside down and your savings on life support right now. So you wake up in the morning and you put on your game face. Then you run out the house late, headed to the same place. On the bus like I'm stuck in your car like I'm stuck. What you need is a solution, more income and less confusion. What you gonna do, where you gonna go? Who you gonna talk to get the info and get money? You can talk to me. You can talk to me. You can talk to me. We got what you need. Or you can join the team. Build yourself, then build your wealth by sharing what you learn with somebody else. Each one, teach one how money works. Stay compliant so nobody gets hurt. Move like a union, be ambitious. We all independent, follow the system. Move like a union, be ambitious. We all independent, follow the system. Hey, this is Travis. This song was recorded to get your attention. I have some powerful financial information that you should hear. The things that you need to put in place for a solid financial foundation in case you live too long, die too soon, if you become disabled or need to go into a home, or if you simply need access to a tax-free supplemental retirement or emergency fund, we have the information to put these proper plans in place in case any of these things happen. Contact me at my email. That's TKEETONWFG@gmail.com. That's TKEETONWFG@gmail.com. Let's set up an appointment, sit down at the kitchen table or coffee shop somewhere. I'll show you the information. If you have the need and the means, let's get it done. Or if you're looking for a business with a great compensation plan and a proven system, you should join the team. I know this business isn't for everyone, but it's one of those rare situations where if we all follow the system, it can be a win for all involved. The companies win, the clients win, or the families win, the brokers win. We're entrepreneurs, we're our own bosses. Everyone is a broker. We can make good money and travel around the world on the company's dime. Let's at least try to do it.
At last, the wait's finally over. Be Sick returns from a long hiatus with a brand new album entitled Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Available for digital download only.
Be Sick's no punches pulled approach on the mic gives listeners what they want, as well as gives the rap game a well-deserved kick in the ass. With such hard-hitting gems as the title track, Mr. Zero Tolerance. Or the laid-back, fun-filled street anthem entitled Change of Pace, featuring Ghost.
As a gift to the haters, so turn it up loud just to piss off your neighbors. And if you out rolling, you be getting a ticket. And if you
straight to the guts, blind to the facts.
Blind to the facts that your mind is a trap. Blind to the facts that with time we adapt. Blind to the facts of what you don't understand. Blind to the facts by the media scans. Blind to the facts of what you read in the book.
Download your copy today of Mr. Zero Tolerance from www.cdbaby.com or go to www.cdbaby.com/cd/bsick2. Download your copy today. Keep the realness in the rap game.
Yee! What up, though? It's the undeniable JT Money, a.k.a. the Bitchizer, and you tuned in to STIM Radio with Maxwell Silverhammer and GJ the Jerkman. Heavy that. And guess what? They hate hoes almost as much as I do. So don't sleep on these cats. And speaking of sleeping, don't forget to check out my new single, Hustling, from my new project, Morning Wood. It's going down heavy, baby. And speaking of being out, I'm out like a busted traffic like you already know. Get him, Jay!
We think it's the banning of
We are anonymous. And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. My boy Maxwell Silverhammer and my bottom bitch Jerkman will set you straight with some good old true shit and none of that shit that irks me. Hey Maxie baby, I still got them videos. You fill my cereal port perfectly. Bitch.
Hey, actually, are we back in?
We are back in.
Okay, good, because there's a couple things I want to talk about. First of all, you don't have anything to worry about, dude, about in terms of erectile dysfunction or anything like that. Let's just stay it out there. You know why?
Why?
All you got to do is be like, oh, shit, I can't get it up. hold on, do you have a keyboard and a computer? I touched my own toe. You can just write it for yourself, and you'll get hard like that. Dude. You're like, all right, I'm ready, baby. You know, okay, so don't worry about it. You're all good, dude.
Oh, yeah, see, okay, that works.
Just write a toe story about yourself.
Yeah.
Another thing is, there's a couple things I want to talk about. I know you mentioned just one quick thing, and when you're on your break, you're like, "Whoa, this country's going to shit." Well, it is going to shit, and there's no reason why. You know what? If I had that stuff right now, I'd be like, "Cool, I have it." I wouldn't be upset about it.
Well, you know, I've already got enough of it. Okay, basically I was talking on break, and my brother bought me some more conspiracy cornflakes.
Yeah, conspiracy cornflakes, babe. He brought a bunch of rations over. Well, you don't know how much of those you're going to need because you don't know who's going to be holding up in your house. So he's bringing it over. It's not like you have anything. You know, what do you got places to store it, right?
No, yeah. But it's like after a while, it's like overkill. Like, okay, dude, I got enough of that shit. You know.
No, I don't think there is. I think that's the whole point of survivalists is that there's really never enough food that you can have. So I just want to say, from his point of view, he's actually doing something that he thinks, and if you ever did need it, you would be like very, very happy. See, it's not like he's giving you like a fucking picture of the Pope on your wall, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Right, it's a picture or a card. He's giving you something that if the shit did hit the fan, you would be like, thank God my brother gave me this fucking food.
Okay, but can we talk about for a moment how it's always on his birthday? Like, here, happy birthday. This will help you make it through the next year. You know, it's like why is he giving Maxwell this shit on his birthday? Like, why not? Like, if he's so concerned for his health, why not give him that stuff on other days? And then for his birthday, it's like, here, you know, here's a porno mag or something. You know?
Because that is his way of showing how much he cares. Because he doesn't care about much of anything right now. Right?
Yeah, no, that's probably an accurate statement.
So his big thing is, man, America's fucked. We need to take care of my brother, and the best birthday present I could get him a fucking disc of a game, you know, of a fucking not game, but of a artist, or I could get him something that he can use, you know, something over his computer, or I can get him this, and it'll make me feel better, and he might.
Well, you know, here's the thing too, because
he wouldn't give a shit if he didn't give you anything, right?
My brother and I thought we always had this mutual understanding that we didn't get each other stuff for our birthdays. You know, that's kind of what we had. You know.
Yeah, but that's some people just do.
Actually, and I want to touch on something you said, Cruise Control, for a moment. You said it makes him feel better, and you know, gives something to Maxwell. And I actually hate that statement, and I'm going to tell you why I hate it. Is because I have friends. And what happens is whenever birthday comes up in my little social circle is they don't ever think about what the friend's birthday, like what they want, what the friend wants for their birthday. They always think about what they want for the friend.
Like, oh, you need this. Well, you know, I mean, well, okay.
Yeah.
Here's an example.
Because it does suck. I'm sorry.
Well, you know, here's an example, because Cruise Control and I talked about this one time. There was a girl I was dating, and her computer was very slow. And I said, shit, I'm going to get you a new computer for your birthday. And she was like, you better not. And was kind of being a bitch about it, you know. And I was just like, wait a minute, you know, why? What's wrong with the computer? Because she wanted some Custabaloosh, you know, like a teddy bear or some barking flowers or whatever dumb shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she actually got upset with him for. He goes, you better not. That's not what you get a girl for a birthday.
Yeah. But see, the whole point is though, is like if you're gonna get someone a birthday gift at all for whatever reason, get them something they want, because that's the whole point of the matter. All right, I hate it that people have this sort of this idea, this methodology behind giving birthday gifts that is in tune with their personality and their wants and needs, rather than the person's birthday itself, because it's selfish, and honestly, it's self-fulfilling. It's a little silly.
Yeah, and I think there's definitely a difference in that, and I understand. And I never said like that was the way. I just understand how Ryan is.
Yeah, yeah.
So I understand that where he's coming from, and I understand the intention behind it.
Oh, it's not bad.
It's not like, oh, I just want to get him something to make me feel good. It's more like, you know, hey, he might need this, and you know what? Heck, Ryan might come over one time and go, hey, do you have a box of that shit, man? I'm you know, the fucking, you know, the stocks are down by 500 points today, and I want, you know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Right.
I guess my point is that, and I understand where you're coming from, Kraken, is that, and it makes fucking perfect sense. When people just get people, but like the computer, for example, like that's something that as long as the thought is put in where it's like, hey, she could use this. This is something she really needs. Oh, that's a great gift. See, that's to me is you're getting, this is not necessarily something that they want, but something that the thought behind it is there. You know what I'm saying? Like where it's about something that you think that they could use, or you think that they could use in a way that's like good for, like, not like, you know, like the example we give, and the reason that we get this is because no one has to give anybody shit for any birthday.
Sure. Yeah.
The reason why this always comes up is a very simple story. A couple years ago, Max's girlfriend Shell, she had all these issues with these discs that didn't work. So for Valentine's Day, he got her a CD cleaning kit, and she hated it.
Yeah, she got all pissed off. She thought it was
pissed
like
off about it.
Well,
like, how do you get pissed off about something when someone's thinking about things that you use in their life and really going in and going, you know, what could I get them to go, oh, that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Well, then we're jumping into a whole other subject matter, which is the philosophy behind holidays and the bullshit curriculum you have to follow when it comes to getting certain gifts and stuff for people.
You're coming from like where it's almost like the gift isn't for them; it's to make them feel good about giving.
Exactly, because here's the thing: you don't have to get anyone. You don't have to get anything for someone's birthday. You really don't. It's a stupid social obligation, and I personally hate it.
Yeah, I do too.
But here's the thing, you know, from like when it comes to, if I say, okay, you know what, I'm gonna get a friend a gift, I never think, oh, you know, oh, this looks really cool, I'm gonna get them that. I go, oh, they would think this is really cool, you know.
Yeah,
and I get gifts all the time that I actually don't care about, but I know that they're nuts for, because that's the stuff that they jive on, and that's the whole point of it, really. It's not about getting them something useful or getting them something logical. It's about saying, hey, I know you this well, and this this is what proves it.
Right.
And that's why we still talk about that story about that gift, because he literally had to go deep in thinking. He knew her and knew that it pissed her off whenever she put a disc into the
couldn't play it.
It wouldn't play. And yeah. Like, God damn it! And it was something that, and you know, when you're in the music, you know, if you're in the moment, and that was something, it's like, you know what, that would change, that would solve that problem, you know, and that would be, but when someone doesn't accept that kind of thing, and I think. Yeah,
well, and then they try to make you feel shitty about giving it to them too. Like with my brother, I just kind of was like, oh, you know, I made a joke about conspiracy cornflakes, you know, or whatever. But and he kind of got a little ass hurt behind it, and I was like, I'm just fucking with you, dude, you know. And then he was okay, but at first he was like, well, you know, you can say it's a conspiracy if you want,
because it's tied too much into their own self-satisfaction. They were hoping for that boost that you're gonna give them, like, oh, like, yeah, you like what I like this is what I gave you, you know. And it's like, no, that's not what it's about. It's not what it's all about. In fact, it's selfish, it's boring, and I'm already over it. Thank you for whatever the fuck you bought me. Move on with your life.
Well, you know, and I'm not crazy about the gift thing. Okay, like Mac Metro. He's kind of having some money issues right now, and you know, our birthdays are back to back. So the other night, you know, I took him out and I bought him dinner for his birthday, and he was like, yeah, man, it sucks, man, I don't even have money to get you anything for your birthday. I'm like, oh, dude, don't even fucking worry about it. You know, because really, you don't have to. You know, I really don't care.
You wanted to take him out because you're his friend, and that was something you wanted to do. It made you feel good doing it.
Yeah.
And you know, and you wanted to show him how good of a friend you are.
Right. But I didn't expect anything in return. You know, I was like, you don't have to get me anything.
So you get him? Did you get him the Macho Grande burrito from Taco Bell?
No, we did. Well, he picked the place, man. He wanted to go to El Pollo Loco, so we went to El Pollo Loco that night.
Oh wow,
Max, you got fancy for him.
Yeah, man.
Dude, when's the wedding?
Seriously, man. Dude, that's true, man. Oh, by the way, I want to bring up something earlier. We were talking about this earlier. I don't want to forget, because I want to ask this for a while. We were talking about the girl with the green hair, right? And all how mostly it's a social justice warrior type thing, like where they have. I fucking hate these bitches. Dude, anybody dying there, I'm sorry. And you can do whatever you want with yourself, but it's just ugly as fuck to me. Green hair,
dyeing your hair,
fucking hair, and pink fucking hair, and these fucking stupid ass pink. It's like, your beautiful hair. What are you doing to your beautiful hair? Beautiful chestnut hair or dark brown, beautiful hair. Hair is a wonderful thing, and on this show, you know me, Max, dude.
Yeah.
I love hair. I love that soft, silky smell.
Well, I like hair. That comes from the museum.
So
you know?
when you're, and I can get around it, I guess, but it just.
Well, how about this?
How is that making you anything different than what? I mean, I understand dyeing hair. I understand dyeing hair is a cool thing, but I'm not big on tattoos either. So I think they're fucking ugly, and I think they mar up the skin.
I don't mind either way.
You don't care about. But what do you guys think? Is Jerkman still around? Is he out smoking a cigarette?
I'm here. Who's there?
Well,
what do you think about the hair dyeing thing? Both of you guys, especially from a younger dude, because you're used to that shit now. To me, it's just like ugly. It's just
It's not necessary, I don't believe. No.
Oh goodness, there's so many things that I find unattractive around my generation. But well, when it comes to the hair thing specifically, for me, what's so unattractive about it isn't the physical changing of the hair itself. It's a social image attached to it, kind of like how the toothbrush mustache that Hitler has forever demonized. In the same way, I feel all the Tumblerinas and social justice warriors have demonized for changing hair color and whatnot. Because what it seems to me is it's like a cry for identity. You know, like I never meet anyone that dyed their hair and I'm like, oh, you know, hey, why'd you dye your hair? And they're like, oh, I just felt like it. No, it's always, there's always some deep meaning behind it. Like, you know, like, oh, you know, my childhood was this, that, and the other thing, and this is what I used to define myself and some shit like that. And that's what I find is unattractive, is you have to physically alter yourself.
Yeah, not only physically alter, but physically alter yourself in a way that's so unnatural that it has to draw attention to yourself. But then they don't realize the paradox of that is, when everybody else is fucking doing it, it just makes you look.
Yeah, you know what?
Everyone's doing it now.
Right, so you're not a rebel. You're not really a rebel by doing that anymore.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Well, let me give you an example. All right, because gauges. You know what gauges are, right? Right, guys? The
earrings.
Yeah,
Yep.
the big holes you put in your ears.
Oh, right. Fucking disgusting.
I don't like them on any level. I think they're physically unattractive, and I think they're unattractive for pretty much every other reason you can think of as well. But here's the thing: I know people that got them just because they fucking wanted to, and you know what? That's totally cool with it. That like it wasn't about being cool in high school. It wasn't about trying to fit in with someone or trying to reach a certain status. It was just because they fucking wanted to. And I think that's exactly why you do something. I think if you're gonna get a tattoo or piercings or change your hair or whatever, it's just because you fucking wanted to, all right? Don't make it this big meaningful thing, because then you're making yourself look stupid and you're shaming the very idea of what you're trying to accomplish.
Not only that, but here's the thing that's really striking for me about it. I don't like tattoos. I don't like excessive piercing. I could give a shit if a girl's ears are pierced. Don't care. I don't like, tongue piercings. Disgusting to me. No.
You get dick sucked from it though.
Oh goodness.
I don't give a fuck. See that? Yeah, there you go. Whatever. I don't care.
It really doesn't feel
disgusting to me.
different.
It's like, okay.
There's a little extra little something on the belly of the penis, but you know.
Whatever. My point is this. I would be ostracized if I made these points public in certain company. In other words, whatever happened to being just natural, lovely, just naturalness? No tattoos. There's like, it's almost like the pendulum shifted so far that people that don't like tattoos are considered like fucking.
Oh, well, you know what? I actually had an argument.
I don't like tattoos, and I've told people that, and I can't. And then these girls, all over their arms, beautiful girls, and I'm like, you look like a fucking wall. All right, you're not a wall. You're a person. You can do what you want, obviously, with yourself.
Yeah.
And I have every right to find that repulsive. If
I've actually had some arguments with people. I know what you're saying, where I'm like, well, that's a little bit juvenile or something.
Not progressive. You don't get no. Here's the deal. You can do whatever you want with your body. You can do whatever you want with your tattoos and your piercings or whatever. But guess what? I have the same right to think of you in whatever way I fucking want for what you do to your body. So I can go, oh, you know what? You were attracted before. You're not anymore. Sorry. I don't care. You can do a lot of things to yourself. You're gonna take that fucking bulb out of your clit. All right. Sorry.
Well, I think it's just the same as like saying like, okay, I don't want to date anyone that smokes cigarettes. It's just not my preference. Well, it's the same. Like, I think it's just as fine to say, I don't want to date anyone with tattoos or whatever. You know, it's just not your preference. It's not something it's not something you're into.
Yeah, but people get ripped for having a preference.
Well, sorry, Maxwell. I just want to say, like, the thing is though, is you can't even specify anymore. It's not even it's not even about tattoos or hairstyles anymore. It's about everything.
If you say you're not into ethnic women, you're considered a racist, and it's like, well, fuck, some people just aren't into ethnic women. You know, it's just
fat chicks. I'll never date an overweight chick.
Right, or like, you know, my big one, and you guys might think this is weird, but it's always been my deal, is, you know, I don't date women that live at home with their parents. You know, that's just, to me, that's a turnoff, and a lot of people think, but it's like, fuck, it's a preference, man, deal with it.
It's like anything else. Like, a lot of people won't date. You know, we say this all the time. A lot of people won't date me because I'm visually impaired.
Sure, or me because I'm blind.
It's
and
just,
okay.
It's just the fact. They might not say it, I'm not really attracted to you. Well, why? Well, I'll just admit it. It's because I'm visually impaired, right? Because I look close to menus. Even that, look close to menus probably freaks because I know it doesn't look normal.
Well,
think I'm fucking stupid? No, I know why you're smelling your fucking phone, of course. So some people hit, but I had to deal with that, so deal with it.
It's the same thing as men that don't want to date women that are taller than them, or women that don't want to date men that are shorter than them. It's just the same as everything else.
But there's social stigma placed on certain things, and the thing about the world now is that with social media being so hands off, I guess. So I mean, social media is very antiseptic. In other words, there's just no emotional in it. So you can put these things are becoming more and more prevalent. In other words, social pressures are way worse than they ever were when I was growing up.
Oh yeah.
Because society is everywhere. Society is everywhere now. It's all consuming, all around us, everywhere we go. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
So because we're connected in every way. So the pressures of that now to conform. It's kind of funny because people think, oh, I'm a rebel. No, you're not. The people that are actually rebels are the ones like me who've never considered a tattoo or a piercing in my life.
Oh yeah.
Never.
I don't even think there's really any rebels anymore. Because that's just it. Cruise control is everything. It's a social stigma now. It doesn't matter what it is. If anyone for a moment thinks you're individualizing anything, then it better be positive, or God help you, you're going down. You know, and it's not just hairstyles or tattoos or lip piercings or sexuality or identity issues or whatever the fuck it is. It's everything. It's everything. It's views. It's views. Don't attack my views. You know, don't attack what I'm thinking about and stuff like that. And it's that extensive.
Feels before reels is what I call it.
Yeah, it's gotten that invasive to the point where everything is being criticized.
You think it's everything, but it's not. It's certain things that position you to point in a certain direction to try to, because that's how society is. I mean, it's almost like a wave. Like there's certain things you got to look out for. Like I don't know how else to explain it. But anyway, I guess that my thing is about that is that it just seems like now. The reason here's what I was going to say. I'm sorry, I lost track of myself, but I got myself back here.
Back on track.
It's about the perception of. Actually, I didn't get myself.
He's trying to pull himself out of the hatred. He's trying to pull himself out of the pool of darkness that's consuming his soul.
Here it is. No, I found. Okay. It's about acceptance. See, people think, and the problem is people are mistaking acceptance with tolerance, and they're two different things.
Right.
Acceptance is, I like this. This is great. I accept it. I love this. I love all this. Tolerance is, I don't fucking like that at all. But if I have it, but I'm not going to dismiss it because that leads down a dark hole. In other words, tolerance is, I can hate something with all my might. But I can't do anything about it that's going to cause that problem. That's tolerance.
Right. Exactly. So you're allowed to hate it, but you just can't do anything about it. You know what I'm saying?
Like I tolerate piercing and tattoos because I don't like it, but there's nothing I'm going to do about it, obviously. But I don't like it, so it's not like I'm accepting it. I'm not like, oh, that tattoo people.
They're great.
Like when people show me that tattoo, I'm like, oh, that's fucking ugly in my head. Oh, that's great.
Just like whenever they show you their babies too, right? Cruise control.
You know what? I'm the same way.
Stephen King's "It" on your forehead.
Yeah.
Everything.
I'm kind of that way too. Like I don't really, in most cases, I don't really go, oh, that's a cute kid. Yeah.
No. Yeah,
actually, you know what? That's a great idea, though, Cruise Control. I'm actually gonna tattoo Pennywise from Stephen King's "It" on my asshole. That way, I can wound children and scare the shit out of them at the same time.
Down here, we all float.
You say that when you fart.
Yeah, you know.
Down here, we all float. And when you're down here, you'll. And dude, he went in the sewers.
Yeah, just make my ass cheeks slack.
Pennywise, that'll be your thing, man. Pennywise the clown.
Exactly.
You know the story about that, right? Did you know that I actually got Maxwell into reading by reading him?
Yeah, no, oh yeah, I know that. I know the whole story behind that.
The first one you read me was Regulators, remember?
Yeah.
That was the very first one we read. And then we read Desperation. Then we read It. So, and then after that, I was like, oh shit.
You know, which is hilarious because Regulators actually turned me off of Stephen King for at least a few years.
Really?
Yeah, because the first opening chapter was about this kid getting a fucking chubby. And I was like, this is weird. I don't like this. I'm not touching it. You know, and
you were younger. Yeah, you were weird. I actually got you back.
Well, yeah, no, because a lot of Stephen, if you actually read a lot of Stephen King's books, a lot of his beginning chapters are actually rather sexualized. Like some guy sees some topless woman or something, and he gets a boner, and then something dark and ominous is on the horizon. You know, it's kind of like one of his,
like Saturday Night.
Oh, wow. Anyway, on that note, fuckers, we'll be right back, bitches.
All right.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
If you're a fan of hip-hop and R&B, join me, the Bruh Ren, for a full non-stop hour of back-to-back slappers. Back-to-back slappers. Where the playlist spans from genres like R&B, soul. Hip-hop bangers like
sitting on 25 mil, I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. I'ma do it for the pay, okay? Getting paid, we'll holler whenever that stop. My team good, we don't really need a mascot.
classic throwbacks like.
Well, I'm peeping and I'm creeping and I'm creeping, but I damn near got caught, cause my beeper kept beeping. Now it's time for me to make my impression felt. So sit back, relax, and strap on your seatbelt. You've never been on a ride like this before.
Every Friday night at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And Saturday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Only on the Tough Love Show on J&J.FM.
Hey, most people don't plan to fail, but a lot of people fail to plan, and it really don't have to be like that.
What you know about an IRA or a tax-deferred 401k? What you gotta pay to the government? Ever heard of a tax-exempt retirement? That's info most folks don't know. What you gonna do if you live too long? What you gonna do if you die too soon? Can your spouse afford the house? Will your family go bankrupt if you get sick? You got a plan in place to cover medical debt? I'm not talking about Advil, I'm speaking on long-term ill. You ever seen a bill from that home where Big Mama went to live? It's like $73,000 a year. How you gonna pay for that? 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 You work hard every day, but you really don't like it. You're looking at a retirement crisis. Got a good education, got a good job, got the age and the time, but still got robbed in 2008 when the market crashed. Wanna tell your boss to kiss your bus pass, but you can't cause you upside down and your savings on life support right now. Said you can't cause you upside down and your savings on life support right now. So you wake up in the morning and you put on your game face. Then you run out the house late, headed to the same place. On the bus like I'm stuck in your car like I'm stuck. What you need is a solution, more income and less confusion. What you gonna do, where you gonna go, who you gonna talk to get the info and get money? You can talk to me, you can talk to me, we got what you need, or you can join the team. Build yourself, then build your wealth by sharing what you learn with somebody else. Each one, teach one how money works. Stay compliant so nobody gets hurt.
Move like a union, be ambitious. We all independent, follow the system. Move like a union, be ambitious. We all independent, follow the system. Hey, this is Travis. This song was recorded to get your attention. I have some powerful financial information that you should hear. The things that you need to put in place for a solid financial foundation in case you live too long, die too soon, if you become disabled or need to go into a home Or if you simply need access to a tax-free supplemental retirement or emergency fund, we have the information to put these proper plans in place in case any of these things happen. Contact me at my email. That's tkeetonwfg@gmail.com. That's tkeetonwfg@gmail.com. Let's set up an appointment, sit down at the kitchen table or coffee shop somewhere. I'll show you the information. If you have the need and the means, let's get it done. Or if you're looking for a business with a great compensation plan and a proven system, you should join the team. I know this business isn't for everyone, but it's one of those rare situations where if we all follow the system, it can be a win for all involved. The companies win, the clients win, or the families win, the brokers win. We're entrepreneurs, we're our own bosses. Everyone is a broker. We can make good money and travel around the world on the company's dime. Let's at least try to do it.
At last, the wait's finally over. B6 returns from a long hiatus with a brand new album entitled Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Available for digital download only.
B6 no punches pulled approach on the mic gives listeners what they want, as well as gives the rap game a well-deserved kick in the ass. With such hard-hitting gems as the title track, Mr. Zero Tolerance. Or the laid-back, fun-filled street ad from the title Change of Pace, featuring Ghost.
As a gift to the haters, so turn it up loud just to piss off your neighbors. And if you out rolling, you be getting a ticket. And if you
straight to the guts, blind to the facts.
Blind to the facts that you're finding the trap. Blind to the facts that we're talking death. Blind to the facts of what you don't understand. Blind to the facts by the media scans. Blind to the facts of what you read in the book.
Download your copy today of Mr. Zero Tolerance from www.cdbaby.com or go to www.cdbaby.com/cd/bsick2. Download your copy today. Keep the realness in the rap game.
Yee! What up, though? It's the undeniable JT Money, a.k.a. the Bitchizer, and you tuned in to STIM Radio with Maxwell Silverhammer and GJ the Jerkman. Heavy that. And guess what? They hate hoes almost as much as I do. So don't sleep on these cats. And speaking of sleeping, don't forget to check out my new single, Hustling, from my new project, Morning Wood. It's going down heavy, baby. And speaking of being out, I'm out like a busted traffic like you already know. Get him, Jay!
We think it's the banning of speech.
Are anonymous. And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. My boy Maxwell Silverhammer and my bottom bitch Jerkman will set you straight with some good old true shit and none of that shit that irks me. Hey Maxie baby, I still got them videos. You fill my cereal port perfectly. Bitch.
Oh, yes.
Jesus Christ.
Bitches. Jesus Christ, what, man?
Getting you all worried, man.
You know,
just nick of time stuff coming in there. At the
what the fuck, man? You know, running in, getting.
Fucking, what do you think you are, man? Superman, Spider-Man? Oh my God,
Spider Superman.
You do it on purpose, man. You keep him on edge. You're trying to keep him limp. That's what you're doing, man. You're psychological
warfare on his penis.
Yeah,
disgusting, jealous, fucking bitterness, man.
Yeah, that's what it is. I'm
spreading the hate now.
Nobody should have sex.
That's
God,
right.
Damn it all.
You love nobody.
Hope nobody's dick works anymore.
I don't love anyone. No one loves me.
My heart's broken, so fuck you all.
So it does die.
I got kind of a funny story. This is today when I got picked up with paratransit. So my pickup wasn't until about 5:19, but I could hear the bus in the complex, and I'm like, fuck, it's only 5 o'clock, man. I'm gonna chill up here for a few minutes and fuck around on the computer or whatever I was doing. So about 6 minutes later or so, I hear him go bang on my fucking security door. I'm like, oh, god damn it, impatient ass motherfucker. So I go and I answer the door. I'm like, hey, dude, my pickup's at like 5:19. You're a little early, man. And he's like, well, they got me coming for you earlier. And I'm like, Oh, you know, so at this point I'm not going to argue with him. I'm like, yeah, okay, dude, whatever. I'll come down. If you want me to come down that bad, I'll come down. Well, at first I was a little annoyed at him for doing that, but then I realized why he did it once I got on the bus. I get on the bus, and just as I'm getting on, he goes like, hey, man, the guy on there is a real talker. Well, sure enough, dude, this guy on there was a tardy Ruxfin, man. Really friendly retard.
Shit. Tardy Ruxfin. Hello! I know exactly what
You know what I'm talking about. Hey, what's your name, buddy?
Got some candy.
Yeah, that's what well, then, dude, and he was... See, it's not bad if they just sit there and babble to themselves, but when they start dragging you into the conversation...
Yeah, because what they'll do is they'll ask you questions.
Yes. What's your name, buddy?
Damn thing, dude. If they said statements, you could just, like, ignore it.
Yeah.
They're like, and then I went to the store, and I'm like, what they do have for whack with the day?
Yeah, that's just what was going on. And then, dude, he kept tapping me, and he was like, I like you, buddy. I like you, buddy. You know what? You know what my girlfriend said to me yesterday? My girlfriend, she's my girlfriend. We're going to get married. And just, you know, they have the whole Ruppel love going on in the group homes, you know what I'm saying?
All Jerkman is thinking is, even he has a girlfriend.
I hope he doesn't get a fucking hard on either.
Even a retard has a girlfriend. Fuck.
I'm like Maxwell too. The retard stayed hard the whole time on the bus ride for no reason whatsoever. He didn't even need
he can at least get it up to fuck his woman. I don't know about you.
and if he was a retard, you know he was hung. He was probably rocking like a straight 9 to 10 inches there. You know.
Man, it would get fucked up if you went back and found out his girlfriend was your woman.
Wouldn't be surprised either with that kielbasa in his pants, man.
Yeah, please, mine now. That's my bet.
So
Your
you're
bet's
on there
your
with
bet.
him, you know. But here's I have an argument about them.
Okay.
Okay. I want to ask you, what would you think if you were on the bus and they got there early, and you had to wait?
Yeah.
For someone to up there when you were like, you know what I'm saying? Because I know you've been on the bus.
Oh, I've been on the other end of that. Yeah, well, I'm like, fuck, I gotta wait on this bus.
On the bus. So you were just basically like, look, guys, I don't give a shit who's on that bus.
Well, you know what? Once I saw, number one, that, hey, somebody was on the bus. Number two, you know, that it's this poor driver sitting here and he's got to listen to this shit.
Oh, this poor driver had to sit and listen to a nice retarded guy. I'm sure that must have been the most horrible thing he ever had to do.
Well, I mean...
Couldn't let you finish getting ready and get on the bus on time. No, you know. No, come distract this retard for me, please. Let me sit up here and look at my phone.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. This is what I'm getting from this. You were already ready.
I was. Oh, yeah, I was ready.
Ready to go. You were just like, he's there early. Fuck it. I'm going.
Well, yeah, because you know what? I didn't want to get here too early.
On
no.
I really.
Rest my feet.
No, what happened was Maxwell was on his 13th chew of the day, and he was pissed because he got interrupted 15 minutes in. He's like, oh, damn it, you know, and then he had to spit his chew out.
Yeah, that's what it was. Actually, you know what I was doing? I was actually, I was looking for some, there's a new album that's out, and I'm trying to find the tracks on YouTube, you know, to download them. So that's what I was doing. I was looking for those tracks, and I'm like, God damn it, I haven't finished downloading them.
I'm just saying, this is where you need to step in other people's shoes, Maxwell.
Yeah?
You need to learn how to be better in empathizing with people. Think about, what if you were on that bus? Max, just listen.
Empanada?
If you were on that bus, okay, okay, now listen, just hear me out here. You're on that bus. Mr. Tardy friend is back, you know, behind you. He's talking to you, poking you, and you have to stop and you have to wait. And you know you're early at that stop, and all you're doing is thinking, "Oh my God, I just want him to get out of his house and get down here so we can get this over with quicker." See, you're not thinking about other people, and you really should, especially around your birthday. You're getting older.
You're right.
Yeah, more cantankerous. Now I don't have to give a fuck so much. I'm like, I don't fucking care.
I think you guys agree with me. I think everyone should agree with me.
You know, Cruise Control, you just really touched me in a really special place.
Really?
And I just...
So you've been a Red Lobster with Max, too?
Damn, everybody? Wait, Max, that one night we went, hey.
Yeah, well, I buttered your biscuit pretty good, didn't I?
God damn.
Spread some cheddar on that cheese biscuit.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
Put a little butter on there.
Actually, speaking of punctuality and being early, I got a story to talk about today. I was supposed to hang out with a friend today, and I have great friends, and they're all wonderful people, except for one thing, and is that none of them can communicate worth a shit. So I'm supposed to hang out with this guy today, right? So about noon, give him a buzz. I'm like, figure things out maybe. No answer. All right. I text him, nothing. A couple hours later, call him again. Finally, around 3:45, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, he texts me. He goes, "Oh, sorry, I must have forgotten to send these texts. I got called into work until 6 in the afternoon." And I'm like,
nice of you to communicate.
I'm like, "Oh, you forgot to send those texts. Well, you know what? I'm sorry. Forgive me then for all the hours I spent wondering what the fuck was going on." And it's just, did you ever think maybe to give a call and communicate that? No, it's I forgot to send the text. If you can't meet someone for any reason, I don't understand how it's so difficult that you can't give them a 10-second fucking phone call.
You know what? It's lack of common courtesy, man. People just don't have common courtesy.
It's lack. Yeah, it totally is lack of common
It's like those assholes at our work, man, that sit on the steps. Saying a bunch of bullshit. It's all about me. Oh, fuck what you're doing.
Well, it's just bullshit, because it's like we live in this age now where it's just like oh, everyone is so busy and they have no time for anyone else. It's like
I know what you're saying.
Like fucking bullshit. You couldn't send me a text. Give me a goddamn phone call. Tell me we can't fucking hang out. Come on.
It's also a pattern of the society in terms of laziness. Because this is how fucking entitled and cushioned we are. We're like, oh man, I gotta take 10 seconds to text somebody to tell them I'm not gonna be able to hang out. Oh, I'll just let things happen.
Well, it was bullshitty about that too.
No, before it was, I have to write a fucking letter and then send it out, and it might get there in 2 weeks.
Right, it took more shit back then. Now it's easier, but yet people still bitch about it.
Yeah, now we're lazy. Like, oh man, I have to get up to go fucking turn off the TV. Fuck.
No, but
just. Fuck it, that's 1980 shit because the remote control. Now it's even worse. We can't even go. Someone can't go. Going to work, have to work. Sorry, I can't hang out.
Yeah, no, and it's this. Yeah, it's this social laxness. It's like no one can be punctual enough even to tell someone that they can't make it. Like you can't even be on time to let someone know that you can't. Like I missed out. I skipped because I haven't seen this friend in a while. It's been a few weeks since I've even heard head or tails of him. You know? So I actually skipped out on hanging out with my girl today.
Well, that's
and it's not the end of the world. It's not like, oh God, my day. But you know what?
You could have made other plans.
Yeah, I took valuable time out of my day, and all you could do is just text me 3 or 4 hours later saying, "Oh, sorry, I forgot to text you that I got called into work for the whole afternoon." No, that's rude. It's fucking rude. Yeah. It's disrespectful, and like you said, Cruise Control, it's lazy. It shows a complete lack
it's so
of control.
Bad. Like now, we actually had canceled the show, Max and I.
But
we were so lazy that we decided that we didn't want to cancel the show because that would take too much work.
Yep. So here we are. We came to the show and we're doing it.
Yeah. So basically, we decided to do it anyways because it would take too much work to cancel it.
You go so deep, you come out the other side. Like you dive into laziness to levels unknown and come out productive because of it.
Yeah, exactly.
I would actually go into this more, but I'm just.
And that's the thing. You're right, man. I mean, for me, that's an automatic, like a deal breaker in a friendship for me. If somebody just doesn't give a shit enough to let me know that that they couldn't hang out or whatever, that's like I probably would distance. That's what I would do at least.
Well, no. See, here's what's funny though is like they're actually that like all my friends they always show up if I ever need them for anything really important. They definitely care and everything. It's just they have this total disconnect when it comes to communication. They cannot for the life of me get a message across in a hurry.
How many of them read?
Actually, that it's funny you said that, Cruise Control. The guy that did this to me today is the only one in the group that reads besides myself.
Really?
Yeah. No, I honestly think it's just a trade of the times. I think it's
a sign of the it is a sign of the times. It's a sign of the social. Because there's always excuses. Because you can have excuses. Because that's one of course Maxwell's biggest things, and I totally agree with him. Is I just have so much going on.
Yeah, I'm so made. I'm such a CEO.
Everyone has stuff going on. But that's an easy excuse nowadays, and the reason why it's an easy excuse is because a lot of times, Max, it's fucking true. We've got a lot of people have 10 different things going on at once, dude, because you are pulled in different directions, man.
But you gotta learn to manage your time better. That's what I think.
Yeah, you can try, but when that's the problem with the world. We don't have enough time to learn. Everything's being changed every fucking 2 years. Something comes out that changes almost everything we do.
I mean,
literally, don't think about this.
But you know what? It doesn't affect my common courtesy, though. If you know,
it affects everything. It affects a lot of things. A lot of things you wouldn't have done 5 years ago, man. You look, if you saw some of the things that you were doing now, you'd be like, what?
No, Cruz is right.
Like Facebook and stuff, it's so fast. It's going so fast. We have no idea what we're doing.
There's a lot of people out there that got these new smartphones like you. If you had to switch over, you may give up on trying to text somebody something or do something like that just because it's moved so fast. You don't know what the hell you're doing. You say, oh, screw this.
Right. Oh, but I'd call you, though, or something. I'd find someone.
Maxwell did give up on that. He tried to use a smartphone.
I did.
And he fucking kicked that to the bucket.
I guess the reason why I'm saying that's related to this is because it's a short attention span syndrome that we all have now. All of us have now.
Well, I noticed. I was just gonna say I noticed myself catching it because I started working my second.
Catching. You were born into it. You got plenty of it.
It was affecting me though because I started working a second job about a month ago now, and like just these past few weeks I noticed it's been a lot harder for me to be punctual, and I started coming up with all these excuses for myself. So like, oh God, I'm so tired. My life is so hard. I'm young. Where has my time gone? It's already over. And I just got in this big, deep, melodramatic hole. And then, I snapped out of it just about a week and a half ago. Like, wait. Boo fucking who? Like, there's people working under a lot harder conditions than I am. It's not hard for me to get to a place on time or to contact a person, in a timely manner.
It was time to wake up. I think.
No, it was the period where I went, okay, I need to wake the fuck up and act like an adult.
But I guess my point is that it's socially acceptable for that now to happen.
Oh, totally. Sure. For me, I know what you're saying, though. Most people, I guess, don't really care. Like, the receiver of that, I mean, do they just kind of blow it off and go, well, it's cool, man, I understand. I guess, like you said, it's socially acceptable, huh?
Well, no, yeah, like I freak out when I'm 10 minutes late to anything from a casual hangout to a dinner to whatever, and I'll show up 10 minutes late, I'll be like, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, and they're like, oh no, it's fine, whatever, and but I'm truly apologetic, and I don't do that normally. Whereas they'll show up half an hour late, and they're like, oh yeah, I had something come up, sorry I'm late, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Right, very laissez-faire. Fuck you.
It's just silly. It's silly what it is.
Yeah, no,
it's not silly because it's something that you take kind of seriously, and it would have taken just a moment to change that. It just literally takes just a moment to just say something. It's not a huge deal. It's not like you were gonna go like, oh, you don't want to hang out and your day would be ruined. You you find out, and you close the shades, you darken the room, you turn on some fucking Cure. Curl up in a ball.
How about R.E.M.?
The Cure.
Everybody hurts.
He didn't want to hang out. No. You go, he can't hang out. Okay, thank you for letting me know. I've got the rest of my day to do what I want to do with.
That's all you need to do.
Wondering about
very simple, man.
If we were supposed to meet, or wondering if,
Exactly.
A lot of times, man, all it takes is communication. I mean, even with paratransit, now that they text you to let you know where your bus is and all that shit, it really helps, man.
And I want to say one more thing. I know you were going to say something, Crakin, but I think one of the biggest problems with this is that people don't think it's good to second guess yourself. But guess what smart people do all the fucking time?
All the time.
Second guess.
Like, oh man.
Yep.
Because I'm not infallible. I know what I have to do. I know my limitations. A lot of people, they're just drilled in their head. Don't second guess yourself.
Just go for it. Go for the gusto and fuck up. Real good.
We're all of us in this, in this conversation, second guess ourselves all the fucking time.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And it's a good thing.
Yeah,
it's not a bad thing to second guess yourself. It's not a confidence thing. No, it's fucking smart.
Yeah, and
am I being? So what you were doing the whole day is what I'm getting to this point is, Crakin, is you were going, oh shit, did I miss something? We were supposed to hang out later. Were we supposed to do this?
You think of something you did, like you forgot the time, or
because you're smart, and that's what smart people do. They think about different scenarios of what could have happened. They're not going to go, oh, well, they just didn't say it, you know.
Yeah.
Because you're thinking we were supposed to hang out and you take it as seriously. So that's the whole point, is that you didn't spend your time just ignoring it, going, oh, he didn't call.
Yeah.
You know, you went like, oh, well, what's going on?
No, exactly.
That took time.
And that's just the thing with it, and it's astonishing because I do communicate. I've actually told my friends before. I'm like, hey, listen, like, I don't care even if you just don't feel up to hanging out today, just for no reason whatsoever.
Just let me know.
I feel like that too sometimes. It does not hurt my feelings to get a call and say, hey, dude, I'm just not feeling it tonight, you know. And I'm like, oh, sure, whatever. And I've had those honest communication with them, and it's weird. They're like, oh yeah, sure, whatever, and they just don't get it. Like, because it's not in our culture right now to be that way. It is so against our culture to just give it to people straight and just be like, oh, hey, sorry about this or that. Instead, you just show up and accept whatever, you know, shortcomings you had along the way without mentioning them.
Yeah, with all these avenues of communication available to us, it's so ironic in a way that we are so bad at communication.
Yeah, you know, I was just thinking about that the other day, man. Like, you know, shit, we've got email, Facebook, text messesse, you know, all this shit.
It's all about the right thing to say, and people place too much power into words because into what people say, and then they don't let them like retract it. It's like almost like what you say is set in stone, which is complete fucking ridiculousness.
Sure, you can retract things and
they're words. You can say something and go, oh, I didn't mean it that way. You can say something. Hell, like it happens all the time. We accept it in text. We don't go, well, you texted me and said something like, oh, well, I'm sorry I texted you and it didn't come out right. That's fine. We can do it that way, but we can't do it with
that sounds familiar.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like we it's just kind of like that.
I didn't mean to say it that way. Really?
Yeah.
The whole point. I mean, it's like bad. It's like people can say something now and lose their fucking life. They can lose their job.
Yeah, one word can fuck everything up, huh?
That did not happen before. You'd say something and it'd be like, all right,
yeah,
okay, you know, I apologize. Now it's like, no, you're done. Your career's over. You know, you're a Nobel Prize winning fucking person. You say something.
Yeah, we're taking everything that you worked for, and you know, you don't get
but
this.
I guess my point with that is that it. I don't know. I'm rambling now.
And my point is, all right, for everyone out there,
bring it back.
My point for all of this is, all right, be fucking punctual. All right, you know, it takes no time at all just to let a person know that, hey, you can't make it for whatever reason.
Right, just be
and you know
honest.
what? If you want to come up with the reason, fine. If you don't want to be honest, sure. Just be like, oh, my toilet's backed up. I clogged the shit out of that thing after having Taco Bell one. You know, it doesn't fucking matter.
Fine with me.
Let them know, you know, and everything's cool. You don't have to be scared. You don't have to be frightful. It's okay.
It's okay to communicate.
It's okay to talk.
It doesn't hurt.
It's just, you know what? This is a friendly place.
That will do, but that's the problem. Kraken, is that it'll make you not be liked. And that's the most important thing in the world.
Right, if no one liked you.
Oh gosh, cruise control. I don't want to not be liked now.
Based upon that,
nobody likes me. Everybody hates me.
We were talking about that earlier. Like and dislike. Yeah. Everybody wants to be liked.
I mean, we all fucking hate, you know, Maxwell here, but it doesn't matter.
But I like the fact you hate me.
Hate Maxwell. I dislike Maxwell. There's a difference.
I you know what? I like the fact that you hate me. You know, that's I thrive on
dislike right there.
No,
yeah,
I thrive on it. You know that.
Actually,
I dislike you. Get it right.
Actually, the dislike is probably the only thing keeping his dick hard right now. If we started being nice to him, he'd probably get all fussed like, oh wait, why are they being nice to me?
No.
I need their pain, you know. I need to feel it.
Yeah, I like to make people upset and piss them off.
Tell me I'm a dick.
Well, you know, I'm gonna write a story to myself.
we have the hate bait. Remember I was telling you about the hate bait a few weeks ago? The girl that's on my friends list that I just fight with all the time.
Oh, hate bait, yeah.
Yeah, my hate
makes
bait.
You mad.
Yeah, just like, oh, I have someone to hate. This is great, and it hates me.
I actually got a few hate baits on my. And you know what hate bait is, right? Right, Kraken? You know what?
Did I say about hate bait?
Actually, I haven't heard about hate bait before.
Hate bait is the people on your friends list that you keep as friends because you read shit that they say and it makes you pissed off. And it's kind of like you enjoy.
And for me, I enjoy the arguments.
I knew that was coming.
And like for some reason, like maybe you can't like let them go. Like you can't let them go because like they're like this one woman I cannot defriend her because she's an improv. She's big in the improv quote-unquote community here.
Right, so if you dump her, then she's gonna be like, why'd you unfriend me?
Yeah, exactly. And if I say shit about the shit, she liberal fucking crap, fucking shit.
The only people on my Facebook I want to unfriend but can't are my family members because and it's not because I'm scared to. It's because it's not worth hearing their bitching if I did. It's just
is Cruz on your friends list?
I don't post shit, man, and everything I post is positive. I don't post negative shit at all.
I actually, I unfriended a family member one time for, running back and telling other family members what I was saying, and then they called me up and they're giving me the talking to about what I shouldn't be posting, and I'm just like, you know what? Fuck this, and I took them off.
No, I actually, because I cleaned out my friends list about a year ago, and one of them contacted me and said, why'd you unfriend me? And I'm like, okay, you want it? Here it is. And I'm like, because we don't talk anymore. I don't fucking, I don't hear from you. They're like, oh, well, we could. I'm like, oh, just let it go. All right, so you have one less fucking friend point on your screen. Just give it up already.
I had an ex get mad because I unfriended her because I wouldn't play her little fucking game, she's like, I thought we could be better friends, but then I'd be like Jerkman over there, playing the friend game and going, okay, I'll be your friend, I'll talk to you, fuck you.
I'm getting a voodoo dough now of your ass. I'm gonna have him put one of those little fucking pipe cleaners for a dick. I'm gonna snap the fucker.
Pipe cleaners for a dick. Wow.
That's good enough time right now. I think it's 8:30.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and take a quick piss and we'll be right back, bitches.
Oh, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
If you're a fan of hip-hop and R&B, join me, the Bruh Ren, for a full non-stop hour of back-to-back slappers. Back-to-back slappers. Where the playlist spans from genres like R&B, soul. Hip-hop bangers like
sitting on 25 mil, I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. I'ma do it for the pay, okay? Getting paid, we'll holler whenever that stop. My team good, we don't really need a mascot.
Classic throwbacks like.
Well, I'm peeping and I'm creeping and I'm creeping, but I damn near got caught cause my beeper kept beeping. Now it's time for me to make my impression felt. So sit back, relax, and strap on your seatbelt. You've never been on a ride like this before.
Every Friday night at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time and Saturday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Only on the Tough Love Show on JNJ.FM.
Hey, most people don't plan to fail, but a lot of people fail to plan, and it really don't have to be like that. What you know about an IRA or a tax-deferred 401k? What you gotta pay to the government? Ever heard of a tax-exempt retirement? That's info most folks don't know. What you gonna do if you live too long? What you gonna do if you die too soon? Can your spouse afford the house? Will your family go bankrupt if you get sick? You got a plan in place to cover medical debt? I'm not talking about Advil, I'm speaking on long-term ill. You ever seen a bill from that home where Big Mama went to live? It's like $73,000 a year. How you gonna pay for that? 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 You work hard every day, but you really don't like it. You're looking at a retirement crisis. Got a good education, got a good job, got the age and the time, but still got robbed in 2008 when the market crashed. Wanna tell your boss to kiss your bus pass, but you can't cause you upside down and your savings on life support right now. Said you can't cause you upside down and your savings on life support right now. So you wake up in the morning and you put on your game face. Then you run out the house late, headed to the same place. On the bus like I'm stuck in your car like I'm stuck. you need is a solution. More income and less confusion. What you gonna do? Where you gonna go? Who you gonna talk to get the info and get money? You can talk to me. You can talk to me. You can talk to me. We got what you need. Or you can join the team. Build yourself, then build your wealth by sharing what you learn with somebody else. Each one, teach one how money works. Stay compliant so nobody gets hurt. Move like a union, be ambitious. We all independent, follow the system. Move like a union, be ambitious. We all independent, follow the system. Hey, this is Travis. This song was recorded to get your attention. I have some powerful financial information that you should hear. The things that you need to put in place for a solid financial foundation in case you live too long, die too soon, if you become disabled or need to go into a home, or if you simply need access to a tax-free supplemental retirement or emergency fund. We have the information to put these proper plans in place in case any of these things happen. Contact me at my email. That's TKEETONWFG@gmail.com. That's TKEETONWFG@gmail.com. Let's set up an appointment, sit down at the kitchen table or coffee shop somewhere. I'll show you the information. If you have the need and the means, let's get it done. Or if you're looking for a business with a great compensation plan and a proven system, you should join the team. I know this business isn't for everyone, but it's one of those rare situations where if we all follow the system, it can be a win for all involved. The companies win, the clients win, or the families win, the brokers win. We're entrepreneurs, we're our own bosses. Everyone is a broker. We can make good money and travel around the world on the company's dime. Let's at least try to do it.
At last, the wait's finally over. B6 returns from a long hiatus with a brand new album entitled Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Available for digital download only.
B6 no punches pulled approach on the mic, gives listeners what they want, as well as gives the rap game a well-deserved kick in the ass. With such hard-hitting gems as the title track, Mr. Zero Tolerance. Or a laid-back, fun-filled street ad with the title Change of Pace, featuring Ghost.
As a gift to the haters, so turn it up loud just to piss off your neighbors. And if you out rolling, you be getting a ticket. And if you
straight to the guts, blind to the facts.
Blind to the facts that you're blind in the trap. Blind to the facts that with time we get death. Blind to the facts of what you don't understand. Blind to the facts by the media scams. Blind to the facts of what you read in the book.
Download your copy today of Mr. Zero Tolerance from www.cdbaby.com or go to www.cdbaby.com/cd/bsick2. Download your copy today. Keep the realness in the rap game.
Yee! What up, though? It's the undeniable JT Money, a.k.a. the Bitchizer, and you tuned in to STIM Radio with Maxwell Silverhammer and GJ the Jerkman. Heavy that. And guess what? They hate hoes almost as much as I do. So don't sleep on these cats. And speaking of sleeping, don't forget to check out my new single, Hustling, from my new project, Morning Wood. It's going down heavy, baby. And speaking of being out, I'm out like a busted traffic like you already know. Get him, Jay!
We think it's the banning of speech.
Are anonymous.
I think I'm answering.
And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. My boy Maxwell Silverhammer and my bottom bitch Jerkman will set you straight with some good old true shit and none of the shit that irks me. Hey Maxie baby, I still got them videos. You film the Syrian report perfectly. Bitches.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Yay,
Oh, Jerkman got it working.
Yay, Jerkman!
Just trying to stop the damn blog from running.
Well, actually, that's kind of funny that your blog started playing because there's something I want to talk about in there. I want to get a little introspective here at the last part of the show.
Oh, okay.
No.
Now what do you guys think with the words hope and faith?
Hope and faith.
Well, I think of my Lord Jesus Christ, the Savior.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Which part?
Oh, no. Well, actually...
No. When I think of hope and faith, I like to think of the bloody cross and the nail sticking out of it, Right, like, you can hang your clothes off of it, That's how faithful you are.
You can hang your clothes on Jesus, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Jesus is a coat rag.
Hang your clothes on Jesus like he was a fucking...
Jesus is a coat rag. No, here's
Jesus is a coat rag.
You're going to hell for that, right?
Really? Oh, shit. Well, you know what? I have faith that I won't go to hell. No. Because here's what I think. I think hope is bullshit. Because hope is like...
Hope is bullshit.
You're waiting on something to happen that isn't going to happen. You're hoping for it. Whereas faith, you're confident in that it's going to happen or that you believe in something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hope is just a shit piece of word for people that have nothing else to say or do with it.
Right.
Have no faith in anything.
Hope is the exact opposite of worry. And it's the exact same thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a state of mind. It's an emotion that accomplishes nothing either way.
Right.
Yeah.
It's funny that you said that, Chris Control, because I saw something earlier today, and it was pretty interesting. It said worry is a terrible waste of the imagination, and so it's funny that you say hope is the opposite of is just the opposite of worry, and that they use the same space. Because in a way you're right, because they use up that same imaginative space. Because with worry, you're coming up with all these scenarios of shit going wrong, like, oh God, what if my car breaks down, or this, that, or the other thing, But with hope, you're imagining all these hopeful, maybe I will be hard this weekend, and
and you're hoping it happens.
I got faith.
No. Faith is different. And I'll get into that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hope and worry are emotions. Hope is like an emotion. It's like
Right.
It's like a state of mind. It's like you're thinking you want something to be good. You're
Faith is
praying
a
or
belief.
hoping that something is better in your life. However, these are not negative things in and of themselves. In fact, they're very positive. If people didn't worry, shit wouldn't, floodgates wouldn't get created, dams, everything in our society. If people didn't worry about stuff, then every time something happened, we'd all die.
Yeah.
And if people didn't hope, then there'd be like 75% suicide rate. But there's not, because people always want something better, which is always a driving force to go further. Now, it's a negative thing, of course, when you hope. When you're hoping just to hope,
Well, that's it.
Worrying just to worry. It's all about
Hope is usually false, though, man.
In and of themselves, they are not negative. They're not negatives in and of themselves. Hope is not a bad thing. Worry is not a bad thing. They're simply just things that you have to be aware of. And the fact is that most of the time, when you worry about something, it's a bad habit. You can't do anything.
Well, it's just like anger. Anger is not a bad or negative emotion.
Exactly.
It's all about how you use the emotion. All right. There's nothing. I don't think there's nothing wrong with hope, and I wouldn't even say that hope is useless. The thing about hope is it has to deal with our adaptability as a race. Is when it comes to horribly shitty situations, like you live in Ethiopia, you make 2 cents a day, and you buy a jizz-stained crust of bread from the shopkeep after giving them a handy, but
Wow.
the reason you haven't taken yourself out yet is because you're like, well, maybe I'll have a bigger jizz-stained crust of bread tomorrow, and that's what keeps you going.
Hope is something that you put out there to keep yourself going. It's a false sense of security. Bottom line.
That's what I think.
But sometimes we need that.
It's not necessarily false. You don't know if it's false or not until the action actually happens.
Right,
Half
but
the time when you hope, you're like, oh, I hope I get the job. And you get the job, and you're like, yeah.
See, I don't know, man. Usually when I've hoped for shit, it never came.
well, hope is like a crapshoot, is exactly what it is.
So is worry. But
Yeah,
the whole
well,
point
yeah.
is, the whole point is that hope is a necessity. In other words, we need it. It's an emotional necessity. If we didn't have hope, then we would.
I don't know. I mean, I think if you have faith, you're confident in some shit.
No, because faith is different, man, to me.
Faith is a conscious act. You are consciously performing an act of faith, or the act of being faithful. Hope is a state of being. All right, like you're feeling hopeful, just like you're feeling angry, or you're feeling sad, or happy, or whatever.
But a lot of people mix those two together. They mix them up way too much, thinking that, you know, like I seen somebody come on one of my vlogs and say something about keep hope for Jesus to be coming and this and that. Well, if you believe in Jesus, isn't he supposed to be coming? Right.
No,
you have faith.
No, you're faithful. Like you're faithful. You're standing by on the fact that Jesus will come back. If you're faithful. If you're hoping, you're like, oh God, is he gonna show up? I sure hope so.
On his way or not?
I don't know. See, hope you don't know. It's uncertain. You know what I'm saying?
You know, Brett's very faithful.
Faith, and I've thought about this a lot lately. I'm sorry, what were you gonna say?
Oh, I was gonna say that I'm very faithful.
I was saying that Maxwell's very faithful. Because like when he orders pizza, he's faithful that it's gonna get there on time. You know, like and he is just dogmatic in his faith
because he intrinsically believes in something more.
And they hope that they get it to him on time, so I hear him bitching.
Yeah, that's it.
See, I think faith is a personality trait. I think it's intrinsic in who you are. Because I know a lot of people who are not religious, but who believe something more. Like, they don't need to worry about fact, and like me, I can't just believe in it.
Well, you have faith, man. I mean, you know, your faith is, hey, man, this is, you know, like I said with...
See, I believe it differently. I think faith is intrinsically... Because, see, faith to me implies a higher power. Whenever you think of faith, you think of a higher power. And I believe
that's word association, though, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think so, too.
I think faith has just gotten glued so hard to, you know, God's dick that, like, you can't ever peel it off.
Right.
No. But I guess you don't understand what I'm saying. What I mean by faith.
Mm-hmm.
I mean the belief that there's a reason for whatever happens. Because that's the real nature of faith. The faith is actually believing, regardless of anything else, that there is a purpose behind everything we do. Whatever the purpose is, it doesn't matter. It's not about because you believe there's a purpose behind what we're doing, right?
Sure.
Max?
Yeah, absolutely.
Honestly, automatically. Now, if I told you I believe that, you would laugh at me, right?
No, not necessarily, because
I'm talking about knowing me.
See, but I don't look at it. I don't look at it from a religious perspective, man. Like
that's what I'm saying.
You have faith that you're good. You're good at customer service. You know what I'm saying?
See that, but that's I guess is a different idea of faith from what we're saying. But my point is, would you ever, if I ever said, man, you know, just don't worry about it, man. Good things happen to those who believe. You would go, you're fucking with me, in terms of me as a person.
Yeah, that type of if you made that statement, yes, I probably would.
That would never happen. If you said that to me, do you think I would think the same thing of you?
No, I don't think so.
No, and that's my whole point, is that it's a personality trait. You believe intrinsically, without thought, that there's something more.
Well, yeah, that's my religious belief.
That all the time. Matter of fact, like you never had an issue when you were in high school, and this is probably like you remember how Ryan and I always talked about God and faith and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You never worried about that, right?
No,
You didn't need to because you already knew.
Right. In my mind, I believed there is a higher power and whatever.
For me, it was never. It was. I had to debate it. I had to think. I'm still thinking about it.
But it's like Crakin says, though. You know, the word faith is glued so hard to God's dick.
My definition of faith is that's my definition. That's why I, as an atheist, in my mind, or agnostic atheist, whatever you want to call it, I just don't.
See, I think faith is a confidence, man. I think it's having confidence in something.
Well, it's like I have faith that you know, if you're going to do something for somebody, you have faith in them doing that because you believe that that's exactly what they're going to do. You're having hope. Because you're having hope, that means you don't really know if that person is going to do that.
Yeah, well, we don't even have to twist the definition of the word because the definition of the word isn't based on off of belief in the first place. The actual definition of faith is the act of committing yourself to something. All right? The most common act of faith is in that of a higher power, and in that you are correct, Jeff. But just like I'm faithful, I have faith that I'm gonna get a better job someday because I want
to work next to Fart and McJohnson that long.
Yeah. Oh God, just
don't even talk about my farts. This motherfucker.
Oh God, I can't stand to work with that guy. I can't wait to get out. Oh, anyways, but the whole point is that there's many different kinds of faith. The most common one just happens to be in that of the floating spaghetti monster in the sky.
Yes, I guess that makes sense. But I think of it in because you can use other words for that.
Oh yeah, you always can. I just don't like it when people say, "Well, in my belief of the word," and I'm like, "Belief of the word? No, the word has a definition. Follow that definition. You can't believe in a different definition for a word."
Right. Well, I think it means this.
I hate that shit. I don't believe that word. No, your belief doesn't matter shit into that word, just like it doesn't matter shit into math. You can't believe math to be different. You can't believe the definition of the word.
It's like those bullshit.
Well, that actually is.
Well, Kraken, like those meetings we go to, when the one woman always gives her 5 minutes of bullshit at the end. I think a lot of that is just false hope, false bullshit, that she's just...
Oh, that's not hope, that's delusion. No, delusion is an entirely different branch that is often mistaken for hope.
Hope can be deluded hope. There's a lot of people that have that.
I firmly believe that hope can turn into delusion, but hope isn't delusion in and of itself. Delusion is often derided from a full sense of hope.
Yeah, well, then that's true. That's kind of where Jerkman was going, I think, right?
Yeah, exactly where it was going with it. Yeah.
Yeah, and in that sense, I'm completely with you, Jerkman. So.
Yeah. So that's faith and hope, man. That's what it is, man. Wow,
we just. But see, I guess for some reason, the reason I think about it differently is because I think of emotions, and I have my own way of looking at that, and the reason I place it that way in terms of faith is because, in a lot of ways, faith is the same thing all the time. It's things are going to work out, or things are the way they are because this is how it's supposed to be, and that's the way faith works with pretty much everything. Like I have faith in myself, because I've done that. It's almost like predetermined. Like faith is almost like you think things are happening the way they're supposed to happen because they're happening, right?
Right.
Everything has its reason.
Everything has its reason, and that's what I think faith comes down to, and that's why when it says committed, I guess maybe that's the overall just committed to like maybe I'm thinking of fate, not faith. But
which is actually it's similar, but very different, profoundly different.
Very different, obviously.
Yeah, fate is goodness.
I guess what I wanted to get across was that I think, and this is kind of an offshoot of a different argument, but the reason that it brought it with faith and hope is because I think that one of the biggest problems that we have now is that people don't realize that a lot of people that are religious, deeply religious, are religious because that's how they are.
Yeah, well, it's ingrained,
that's
man.
How they are.
Yeah,
no, it's not ingrained. It's because they're wired to be them. Their personality dictates. Now, maybe if they were born in a different culture, their faith would be in the god of Balubu.
Right. Well, see, and in that case,
their personalities are actually geared. Like, there's people I know that I could not think of them as the same person if they didn't.
If they weren't religious, right? Like when you see them.
If they didn't believe in God, or even like not believe in God. Like, for instance, my bro Scott.
Okay.
He thinks there's something more, and I think that's just something that you can't change. Like it's not something you can condition into somebody. I don't think you can get a lot condition in or out of that.
Well,
I think a lot of times it's intrinsic in people's personalities that they believe in something more.
I think that comes through. I think that it comes through extreme hardship, though, and then extreme conditioning when you're young. I wouldn't actually like for a lot of religious people. I wouldn't say that they're faithful so much as indoctrinated, and I don't mean this in a conspiracistic sort of way. I mean this only to say that there are those that believe in God, but they believe in God because they're forced to. Yeah, like whenever they talk about it, they sound like they're nailed up on the cross there with Jesus. Like they cannot escape Jesus. They can't run from Jesus. All right. And then there are those that through indoctrination find faith, or those that without indoctrination at all find faith through one way or another.
Yeah, well, through
I would not say that most religious people are faithful. I would say they're forced. I would say that they are raised under a strict curriculum and they have nothing but Jesus, because without Jesus they have nothing, and that's what they're taught.
And they have no hope.
So how can you be faithful? Because being faithful requires a level of sacrifice. It requires a level of knowing that you're giving a part of yourself and knowing that things are going to be okay because you're being faithful.
I'm not talking about people being I know there's definitely indoctrination going on, but there are some people who, even if they break that, will still believe there's something more.
No, exactly. Yeah.
I'm talking about like intrinsically something more, some kind of plan, regardless of religion or anything. I just see that more. I see like that's a divide. That's a big divide in personality with people.
Oh, sure.
Jerkman and I think, are on the divide opposite of Maxwell. I think, Maxwell, you're a faith-based person, man. You believe in ghosts, right?
Yeah, no question. Yeah, for me though, it was more experience. You know, it's more stuff I've experienced and things that I've said, man, shit, there's no way I would have escaped that hadn't there been something looking out for me.
Exactly.
I'm talking about intrinsically, all your life, you've never really thought, like, yeah, this...
No, you know what? Actually, I'll tell you, man. When I was in high school and parts of college, I actually considered myself to be atheist. And
I think every teenager, for at least a little bit, likes to consider themselves an atheist just for fun.
Maybe so.
I did that too. It was really exciting. I was like, ooh, I'm an atheist. I'm edgy.
Different.
I'm gonna dye my hair.
I'm a rebel.
I'm gonna dye my hair dark and make really deep Facebook posts while listening to Evanescence. It's gonna be great. You know.
No, it wasn't until like later in my 20s when I figured out, hey, wait a minute, man. There's been some shit that's happened that there's no fucking way that I would have escaped that hadn't something been looking out for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it is weird. It is weird though. Cruise control.
I've gotten kind of off track, and I apologize, but I think you guys understand where I'm coming from in what I'm trying to say, and when those two words, because you asked what the words meant to me.
Yeah. Well, no, and I'm glad you...
That's what it means to me, because I literally, the more I look every day, the more I see people like myself. I need... Listen, if God blasted a light in my face and said, I am God, and I looked up and said, oh shit, hey God, I'd be like, damn, there's a God. Now, would I believe in that God? I don't really know, because that God, I had to figure out what that God has to say, what that God really means, what he wants for me in my life, right?
Right? Yeah. Well.
Yeah. So you're like, all right, a skeptical type of person, and I see that. I see more intrinsically that as being the problem. Not the problem. I think religion is a problem. I don't think faith is a problem.
Yeah, well, religion's man-made, man.
I think a lot of people believe, though, that faith is a bad word. And that it's not a bad word. It's just a belief that something is happening that you don't understand, that's controlling or in ways that you don't understand.
Well, and you have faith in yourself. Like I said, your abilities. Faith is just confidence in something.
Well, the word religion is just like the word nigger. It didn't used to. Its roots was never bad in any sense of the word. It's just been dirtied and muddled by human hands.
Yeah, that's true. Humans have ruined it.
Yeah, religion's a sick word now.
It's not the religion, it's the organization. When people get into groups, bad shit happens.
Oh no, I'm just saying, like, whenever you say the word religion, just how bad it sounds, like just how it grates against the nerves. Religion, hi, I'm religious, I'm in a religion. You know what I mean?
Right away you go, fuck.
It's like saying, it's like saying,
That's the thing. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You would use that to other people. It's comforting.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
It can be comforting.
Oh, sure.
It's like, it's a religion. So that's exactly what I'm talking about, is that you're like, no, I'm not going to take a doctrine. I'm an individual type person. And maybe it's a combination of two kinds of personality traits, the groupthink and the faith, because I believe, like I'm serious, there's people, when you get that bad, that's when you get the bad shit together, is when you got that group thing, religion is great, I'm in a group of people who believe the same thing. And then you also have faith, where you're like, I know there's a higher power. Then you're in deep shit zone, where people start talking to God and shit.
Right. And then all breaks out and we all throw bombs on each other.
Yeah.
Speaking in tongues, where they like stiffen up in the church and they start going,
man,
that's gonna sound like Saturday night for him.
On that note, bitches, I'm Maxwell Silverhammer.
I'm Cruise Control.
I'm the Kraken.
I'm GJ. Don't know what the fuck faith is, Jerkman.
And that's the story there, bitches. See ya.
Later.
Fuck you.
That